It must be so crazy to be European, dude. They'll literally sit in Twitch chat and be like, good evening. What are you talking about, bro? It's 9 a.m. What's your long game here? What are you playing at, sir? Trying to tell me, oh, you just finished dinner? It's 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Doesn't make any sense. Almost time for supper? No, it's not. It's 9 a.m. Coke Zero, 9 a.m. Yes, it's called biohacking, sweetheart. What is this bit? It's not a bit. I'm looking at my clock right now. It's 9 a.m. Well, I got people here living in Warsaw that are like, hey, excited to watch the stream before bed. Like, they're just coming into chat and, like, telling lies. They're just trolling. I don't get it. What time do you eat dinner in Europe? Oh, Europe's not just one country. It's a patchwork of different countries and cultures stretching from, you know, the western border of the Atlantic Ocean to the continent of Asia. Okay, but if it was one country, what time do they eat dinner? 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 9, 8 p.m.? All right, this question doesn't make sense. I'm realizing that now. 6:30? Sometime between 5 and 11. All right. Yeah, Spain is an aberration, right? In an aspirational way. I don't mean this in a negative way. In fact, the opposite. I actually mean it in a positive way. Does Spain really have a nationwide break midday? I'm not suggesting that every business shuts down, but like offices are like come back in 2 hours. Kind of, but not really. Kind of. Italy does it too. Also Italy and Greece, and also France. Many Latin American countries. I had no idea. No more than anybody else on a Saturday and a Sunday. Yeah, but I'm talking about like a Wednesday. How long is the break? 2 to 3 hours? That's fucking sick, bro. Looks at Spanish GDP since 1980. Yeah, but why do I give a fuck about like the GDP? Look at the American GDP since 1980 and then look at the average person's satisfaction with the quality of their life. Yeah, but now you can get pad thai in Ohio. In 1980, you couldn't get pad thai in Ohio, brother. Everybody was just eating hamburgers, pizza, and American Chinese food. Now we got pad thai, we got pho, we got banh mi. A rising tide raises all ships, boys. Your job would not benefit from this? Yeah, but I think, like, if putting myself in the shoes of a normal person, I think it would be like, hey, it's noon, time to take like a 2 to 3 hour break. That'd be fucking sick, dude. Take a nap, go to the dentist, unless the dentist has like a 2 to 3 hour break or something like that. Then I guess you're in trouble, but isn't it crazy how coffee's normalized despite tasting like shit? It actually tastes good when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you that pepperoni pizza is the tastiest thing on the planet. No disrespect. Okay, we're gonna ride the bus. It's a perfect flat malt scaler for this deck. By the way, I'm trying not to get high on my own supply here. Did you see how effortlessly I parried you? How does that make you feel? Do you feel like we were collaborating on the bit, or do you feel like, I mean, are you seething? Are you madder than anybody's ever been? Like, that didn't even cost me any mana. That was literally like a passive. I've still got full MP. I've got a full blue bar. After casting my counterspell. Why are you talking about Magic so much recently? Easy punchline. Magic talk all day, not a single word about the Pokemon TCG. Yeah, I don't really know anything about the Pokemon trading card game. Because I think I played it the way that the designers intended back in the day, which was essentially, like, I didn't even make a deck. My friend would just play his Charizard, and then I would play a Blastoise, and then I would go, hey, Hydro Pump, it does 1.5x damage to you, you've lost. And then we would reshuffle, and we would do it again. I don't know if I ever played a single energy card in the entirety of my Pokemon trading card game existence, to be honest with you. If you ever play Magic again, try Commander with your friends. Bro, I played Commander with my friends, that's why I hate Magic so much. You're not even, you're walking into a bit that has like a decade of history underneath it and saying, oh, your problem is you probably just played standard at GPs. No, dude, you get the snacks, you get the drinks, invite your friends over, play Commander. You're like a new Magic the Gathering player. You've only been playing for 6 years. Everybody else on planet Earth is 45 years old and they've been playing since they were -3. You get eliminated in 4 seconds by some dude's jerk-off homebrew combo where he plays like, he gets 32 actions per turn and he's got like 17 colorless enchantments in front of him. And then you watch these nerds play the game for like an extra 2 hours while you just sit there looking at your phone. I'd rather do the dishes, honestly. Oh, my wife, she just sprayed my window with the hose. There should be, is there like, you know how there's those awful YouTube accounts that are like posting Balatro videos nonstop and the occasional like multiplayer videos that gets carried by his friends? No, you know there's those videos that are like, go crazy, juvenile detention courtroom freak out. And it's like a AI-generated slop thumbnail of like an 8-year-old kid in the Hannibal Lecter mask. Is there that, but for like Friday Night Magic fights? Because I only went to Friday Night Magic for like 8 months, but I went probably 3 times a month, and I almost saw 2 fights. And it was always like 2 50-year-old men playing like Legacy against each other. Also, I don't even mean this to be like disrespectful, because I know this is a hot button issue for the Magic community. I also don't know if I've ever been a part of a hobby that has more theft in it than Magic the Gathering. Every time I went to a tournament, there were like 22 announcements made that's like, you know, if anyone's seen a green JanSport backpack with $8,000 in merchandise in it, please report it to the Lost and Found. $8,000 in paper? Yo, wait until you find out about the Federal Reserve, my brother. That was another passive, by the way. Sorry. Okay, foil cards. We love chips in this house, don't we, folks? Is stud a nickname for a lesbian now? I heard that the other day and I was confused. No, I think it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then like back in the 1800s it was like horses, and now it's 2X bully pit bulls. Like it's the, you know, the way that language changes over time. Redrum is back. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not stepping on SoundOriented's bit, okay? When the master's at work, you just sit back and genuflect, okay? It actually is a lesbian thing. I'm actually like, I hope that you know that I'm like the greatest ally of all time. All the other supposed performative allies are out there going like, we support you. But are any of those motherfuckers asking the types of questions from the gay community that I'm asking? Is anybody getting out there saying, I'm an ally? Do gay men like balls? Question I've always had in my mind. Finding out that straight women and gay men find balls attractive or at least appealing has actually like, I don't want to say it's shaken me to my core. I think that's unrealistic. That's unnecessary language. But it was surprising to me. I'd been living in a world until yesterday where I thought that balls were just sort of what you tolerate to get to the good stuff. Reconsidering the vasectomy now? No, because for that one, I'm pretty sure they just stick like a camera down your throat or something, right? Or up the bottom because it's closer. The sack already has a perforated line. Well, listen, I don't know if I'd call it perforated, but there is a seam there. Do straight men and gay women know about the ball seam? See, I'm learning here. Straight men, surely? Well, I don't know. You gotta look at like the index of refraction or something like that, right? I'm a lesbian and I know about the ball seam. Okay, quit bragging. I'm happy for you, but like there's lots of people here who are here to learn. You're a straight man who knows about the ball seam? Yeah, I know, that's the joke. I mean, I hate to pull back the veil, but yes, you're asking, every once in a while as a streamer, someone will ask you if you got your own joke. And it makes me laugh every time. In a way, you're funnier than I am. I'm like, of course I got it. I made it, bro. You're telling the chef that the food is good. You're like, no shit, my name's on the sign. What happens if you unravel it? I mean, I think you could if you were going to tear your ball sack open, 99% of the time it would rip at the seam. But I think that's more like, it's a question for like engineers. I'm not really like, I just know how things rip from like lived experience. They rip at like the weak point, right? Whereas an engineer could tell you like how that came to pass. Because for the life of me, I couldn't tell you. Isn't that where they cut you during hernia removal? You ever realize like how crazy it is to have not had like a specific, I'm just trying to phrase it the right way, a specific medical condition? It actually makes you feel so overpowered. People will literally just say things like, well, I simply wouldn't get a hernia. Brother, you're 21 years old. You have no idea what kind of free radicals are going on in your body right now. I used to think the same way. You know, you're in your 20s or you're 19 years old. You're like, well, you know, I simply wouldn't get kidney failure. You don't know, man. You don't know, you know, there were probably like 5 years of your life where your mom was really busy and she accidentally microwaved like a plastic fork when she was heating up your spaghetti for lunch, okay? You honestly, you may have been doomed to suffer before you even had the ability to make conscious decisions that would make you culpable for your suffering. That's what it means to be alive on this planet, okay? No! What are you gonna do? It's the human condition, man. What are you gonna do? All I'm gonna tell you is, like, if you've got friends in dental school, do not be the first to pass out at the kegger, okay? One of my friends was the first to pass out at the kegger. Aspiring dentist hit him with the x-ray for 2 hours. It's a victimless crime so far. So far, it's a victimless crime. Now, he does say his back hurts a lot. But that could be anything. And they jacked him off during it? Yeah, from behind the curtain. The lead glove. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Lead glove. Lead glove. Hang on, this one's gonna feel good. Alright, don't worry everyone, we can get back to having fun now. You know, when you ban someone from chat, I imagine it's like the closest you can feel in the modern day to like what it must have felt like to be like Commodus at the Colosseum. It's a dangerous feeling, it's a scary feeling. But it feels damn good too. Bro was a 2-year follower. How could you do that? Me when an old person gets thrown in prison for life after murdering somebody? Bro, they paid taxes for like 40 years. Come on, man. They should have known better. Use your head. Hey, Anel, what's that metal thing on your left? Oh, you talking about the Dyson Bladeless? Yo, why you fan watching, bro? It's kind of cringe behavior. You worry about your airflow, I'll worry about mine, okay? How the hell did that thing move in air without blades? The way I understand it is it's a scam. There's blades, they're just hidden in the base. But like many things in my life, I didn't buy it because I was like, oh cool, a bladeless fan. I bought it because my wife was like, I want that bladeless fan. And I was like, okay honey, what my baby wants, my baby gets. I mean, it's like mean what you say and say what you mean. I suggested 7 other restaurants. Daryl. No. Oh wait, no Greg, no. Finally, I suggested Annalena, the restaurant I knew she wanted to go anyway. And she was like, if that's what you want. Rank the jokes in that sketch in relatability. I will not do that. I'll say one good thing, one bad thing. Good thing, I do not have the experience of having to guess what my wife wants for dinner very often. Because usually she just tells me. And it sounds like that's like a reversal of the punchline, but actually, I appreciate it. Because I'm like, I mostly just want to eat. I don't really care what it is as long as it tastes good, which like most stuff does because people are doing it for a living. But are there situations where I walk in the house at 6:45, she's stepping out the damn shower like, can I help you? Not with the can I help you, but sometimes that one rings true a little bit. I've had that experience in my life. You know what I think? I've said this before. You know what's remarkable about South Korea to me? Culturally. And I don't mean this as a shot or as a compliment. I think it's just, it's very unusual coming from my intimate knowledge of North American culture. Everybody's listening to K-pop. It has cross-generational appeal. Like, I grew up in a house where, you know, I was listening to The Replacements in the basement. My parents were listening to Alison Krauss and John Mayer, and my grandparents were listening to Johnny Cash. I go over to, you know, my wife's family's house. Her, like, 64-year-old dad is watching, like, the next big K-pop song. And then, like, her 38-year-old sister is like, oh, I just heard this song the other day. And, like, my 32-year-old wife is like, yeah, it's been popping off for a while. And then, like, my 12-year-old niece is like, yeah, it's really popular at my school, too. And I'm like, that's like some Civilization 5 stuff, bro. They've achieved, like, complete cultural victory. Maybe it's just because I, like, don't know 5,000 South Korean people, so I don't know who's listening to, like, different stuff over there. But that's my semi-literate observation there. Is like, it seems a little crazy. So you're just discovering Koreans like Korean music? Okay, defend yourself, sir. Do you think that's a good faith take? Majestic Gopher / user. How long did you live in South Korea, Majestic Gopher? No, I'm not talking about Paris, Texas, okay? Hey, NL, do you genuinely think that's what therapy is? Hey, NL, that's not what therapy is. Slides are a C-tier playground equipment. Swings are way better than slides. Where's the bald guy? You're a centrist loser. Oh, no. Hang on. Wait. Let me scroll up here. Previously subbed for 17 months. Following for 10 years? You just used your get out of jail free card. Your Mr. Bones has just popped, okay? Don't be glib with me, Matt Lauer. You just popped your holy mantle on your lost run. They were calling me a centrist loser, but arguing about politics in chat when we were probably playing like Lethal Company or something like that is still, it's a holy mantleable offense, okay? What's your favorite Gen Alpha brain rot term? Isn't Gen Alpha like 5 years old right now? They're 14. I don't know, what's a Gen Alpha brain rot term? Like skibbity toilet? Skibbity Riz? Goo Goo Gaga? That's a good one. I don't know. I mean, like, they're little kids, man. I don't know. Gen Alpha is just the Gen Z stuff that Gen Z doesn't like. Get ready, Gen Z. It's coming. Wait until these kids who are 14 now are, like, 21 in 6 years, and they're blaming your 29-year-old ass for the housing crisis that you are currently suffering through. Get ready! I'm not telling you that, like, I'm not dooming you. I'm just saying it's the way that it goes, man. We didn't do shit, though. My ass getting blamed for climate change, bro. I was like 12 when An Inconvenient Truth came out. Well, I guess I was like 18, but still. I don't have any power. I'm recycling. I'm rinsing out containers and stuff like that. What more do you want me to do? We had taken a lot of cruises. That's true. Are you reducing and reusing? I'm going to say something, okay? And listen, there's 3 pillars of recycling, okay? Reduce, reuse, recycle. Recycling, least you could do. Reducing, also great. Reusing, in my opinion, is a scam. It's not like if you open a can of beans and then you use the can to, like, plant a flower, your ass isn't going to buy a can of beans the next time you got to make chili. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I get the idea is, like, now you don't need to buy, like, an extra flower pot or something like that, but now I gotta go to the store and buy some fucking soil and buy some seeds and grow, like, a little bit of basil just because I have one aluminum can. Some things that's a bad example. Okay, what do you reuse then? Because I'm throwing out, like, well, not throwing out, I'm putting cardboard boxes in the recycling. What am I supposed to do? Build a fucking robot costume every 2 days because we're getting kitty litter sent by Amazon? Water bottle instead of plastic bottles? Bro, that's reducing. That's not reusing. That's reducing. I'm not saying recycling's a scam, okay? I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to say 100% of you recycle less than I do. I'm going to put myself in the upper quartile. I was going to say quintile, but I'm going to be modest. I put myself in the upper quartile of recycling, okay? In North America, at least. The reason I have to say that is because one time I made a joke about recycling, and somebody from Portland tweeted me, like, receipts of them planting 100,000 trees over 6 summers in 1996 to 1998. And I was like, okay, well, you got me on that one. Gen X, sorry. Electric Can Dan, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. I'm reducing as much as I can. That's why I go into the store to purchase things. Because I'll let them deal with the recycling. As far as I'm concerned, that's reducing. Reusing, I just, most of the stuff that goes in the recycling, I'm like, I'm not wasting the rest of my life going, what am I going to do with these old yogurt containers? You know, I'm just going to give that to the recycling plant and let the experts figure it out. And recycling, I'm scoring A, maybe A- on that, but I'm doing my best, okay? Why is the right lane the fast lane in Vancouver? Okay, listen, we're getting into some conversations I'm not sure y'all are ready for. The right lane is the fast lane in Vancouver. This is like, I actually want like a 4-hour video essay about Vancouver road design. My perception is that they're deliberately making the city more annoying to drive in on purpose so that less people drive, more people take transit, more people bike, more people walk if they can, etc., etc. So that manifests as major thoroughfares very rarely have protected left turn lanes within the city of Vancouver, which means that the left lane sucks ass to drive in because if one car wants to turn left, they have to wait through the entirety of the green light, keeping like 200 cars behind them until the light turns amber. Then you wait for 4 Mercedes to run the amber, and then you get to make your left turn. And then, because of how long it takes, the 3 cars behind you also cheat. Now they're turning left on red, which means the cars that have a protected left, if they're coming the other way, lose 80% of their protected left as the other cars illegally turn through the red, which means that they're turning through their amber light, and then 7 of them are turning through the red, which, anyway. So, the right lane becomes the quote-unquote fast lane because the left lane is something like you can't drive in if you want to go fast because you're constantly stopping. So what ends up happening all the time is that people drive fast in the left lane and then they merge into the right lane as soon as the person in front of them throws their signal light on. And then it's just stunning to me that we're all not getting into car accidents like at least once a month. But I actually, like, the more time that goes on, the more I live in Vancouver and integrate completely into the urban landscape, the more I like the system. I kind of like that driving sucks ass. You come up with coping mechanisms. Like my ass, I know, no, even if my navigation system says turn left here, I'm not gonna turn left there. They have a solid like green light going east-west and I gotta turn left with just a stop sign. Not gonna happen. I'll go 2 blocks down to the one that at least has a light, and then that like it causes the traffic to be incentivized to put on the major thoroughfares instead of side streets, and you know that makes it better for the people that actually live in the neighborhood. It took me an embarrassingly long time to realize this, but like being patient when you're driving your car is actually like a superpower. It's crazy. Like if you just remind yourself that even if you're impatient, you're not really gonna get there any faster, you're goated. If you're like, oh, that person, what, they drove up the right lane and now they want to merge even though there's construction, I'm gonna let him in. You know why I'm gonna let him in? That's my brother. Did he cheat the system a little bit? Maybe. You know, do I lose anything by pumping the brakes for 3 seconds to let him get in front of me so that like the flow of traffic goes better and everybody gets where they need to go? Who cares? Doesn't bother me in the slightest. And I don't know, like you can cope. You can say like, oh, you know, well maybe he's got like his wife's pregnant and he has to get to the hospital immediately. Sure, if that helps you, if that incentivizes you to make better behavior, then like more power to you. But I just think of it more like it's not my job to be like the arbiter of good road behavior. Like just, you know, if it makes sense to let you in, then if it's better for everybody to let you in, then I'm gonna let you in. What if the guy behind him tries to get in? Well, I would take that as a slight affront. Listen, if we're merging and I'm in the lane that is not being closed, as far as I look at it, it's one for you, one for me. You know, it's like Daniel Day-Lewis's career, okay? I let the driver to my right merge in, and then I take the inertia to get behind them. If 2 cars try to get in, it's a battle of wills because I'm going to be staying close to the guy in front of me. But if the dude to my right basically goes nuts on the table mode and he says, you're either going to let me in or you're going to hit me, then he can go as well. And I might be like, oh, that guy's a bit of an asshole, but you know, it's not the end of the world. How do other cities do their traffic? Well, I think you gotta choose, right? That's the thing, like, I don't know. Everybody's probably aware of this, but everything is a trade-off, right? If you make your city better to drive in, more people are gonna drive. Eventually there's gonna be more traffic. Like, it feeds itself, right? So I kind of feel, oh, fuck you, dude. Unless there was a planet pack I could get for quote-unquote free, which is not really free. My streamer's talking about urbanism finally, but it keeps getting derailed by food talk. Hey, I don't know how, somehow I got a reputation for being like car-brained. I'm not car-brained. I just like having a car. If there was a bus that took me directly to my destination and wasn't always on the road, like instead of, like if it went through the air, for example, or under the ground, I would take it all the time. Now you might say that's a train. Yeah, but like in Vancouver, unless you're going to like, 20 very specific directions, it becomes very annoying sometimes. SkyTrain's great, like if you live in East Van and you want to go downtown, or like vice versa. But if your ass has to go out to like, Kitsilano or something like that, good luck, motherfucker. I guess you get off at like fucking Broadway City Hall or something, and then you take a bus, but then it's like noon and you're like, oh shit, like it's fucking jammed because the bus doesn't fly. I think everybody should just have a quadcopter or something, or like what is it called, a gyrocopter, a dirigible. Would you have a car if you lived in a more walkable area? Honestly, I probably live in an area, if I had to guess the MLS walk score, I bet it's like 93. We still have a car because, I mean, we have a toddler. This is a big part of it. And I just like, listen, this is a for me thing, I'll admit, but like, I just don't see myself being the kind of guy that straps my toddler to like a seat on the back of my bike. Just, for me, I'm like, if I just have like one, a hiccup or a sneeze at the wrong moment, like that's my family ends up in a rough spot. Where the heck do you have to be anyway? You're a streamer? Bro, I lead a rich life with hobbies and activities, okay? I'm not saying you're like an irresponsible parent. I'm just saying I have confidence in my ability to put out wattage on the bicycle. I don't have necessarily 100% confidence in the infallibility of my steering. Let's put it that way. I have 100% confidence we're going to get $20 out of one of these lucky cards next time, though. Bus son or subway daughter? Well, I'm just going to be real with you. This one's a given. It's like the easiest question of all time. The train clears the bus 100% of the time. It's not even like a topic of conversation. Like, if you prefer the bus to the train, I trust you, but I would also ask you to be honest and say, is it because buses are your special interest? Nothing wrong with it. Some people are into trains, some people are into jets, some people are into buses, some people are into balance bikes or razor scooters and stuff like that. But if we're talking like for the average individual, come on. A bus that goes under the ground is way better than a bus that goes over the ground. Just from the purposes of like actually arriving at your destination. Hit me with your favorite track off of Marquee Moon. I mean, it's the easiest question of all time. Best track off of Marquee Moon. I'm gonna have to say Marquee Moon. Friction, See No Evil. I mean, these are great songs, but brother, Marquee Moon. Marquee Moon. Friction is good though. You're gonna make me issue some personal attacks, okay? Like, I get it. Marquee Moon, if you have a bad attention span, if your attention span is cooked, it's a hard song to listen to because it's 10 minutes long. Postal Service Son or Death Cab Daughter might surprise you. I personally believe the answer is Postal Service Son. They only have the one album though. That's exactly my point, I think. Death Cab's got some good stuff, but I don't rep the whole catalog. Whereas Postal Service, I mean 100% of the catalog is gas. As long as you ignore recycled air. And This Place Is a Prison. Actually, you're right, it's such a miss, I actually forgot that it existed. This Place Is a Prison is not it. Best song, Brand New Colony. I'd have to, I'm gonna question your police work on that one. No disrespect. I personally find it a little bit too saccharine. Not a bad song considering it's track 9 off a goated album, but I mean the best song off of Give Up. I mean, I'm a District Sleeps Alone at Night type of guy, I suppose. I am a Such Great Heights type of guy, I suppose. Clark Gable. I'm a We Will Become Silhouettes when the bodies finally. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm a We Will Become Silhouettes kind of guy. Shins did it better. Yeah, for like 2 albums, and then they kind of gave up. Okay, don't kill me. Don't kill me either for my Shins take or for my gameplay. Yeah. Shoots Too Narrow Son or O Inverted World Daughter. I'd have to go Shoots Too Narrow Son on that one. I don't mind O Inverted World. I find if you're gonna force me to say something bad about it, maybe a little bit too twee for my personal sense of decorum. I feel like Shoots, like I'm a different kind of beast, okay? You ask me where I land on the average indie band. Am I a believer in the 4-track debut that they made, or the one where they got a little bit of extra money and then they went polished but they still had that kind of like raw sensibility? I'm usually an album 2 sort of guy. I'm a Crooked Rain sort of guy, and I'm a Shoots Too Narrow sort of guy. Now Guided by Voices, I don't know. Like, nothing against B1000 or Alien Lanes, which are both great albums, but I'm more of a Propeller guy, which pisses me off because that shit is not on Amazon Music. How do they have 3,000 Guided by Voices albums on Amazon Music, but they don't have Propeller? Doesn't make any sense. I'm a Pinkerton guy over a Blue Album guy. If you're gonna force my hand, if you're gonna force me to pit 2 bad bitches against one another, you admit it to liking the Incel album? It's good, bro. Your favorite David Bowie song is probably, you know, Space Oddity, and your ass has never been here sitting in a tin can far above the world. It's called, you know, empathy, bro. Mine's actually Under Pressure, and I've been there. Don't I know it, brother? Don't I know it? It's not an easy game. Hiker in first pack. I'm talking pack 1, pick 1, Wee Joker, Blueprint, and Hanging Chad. It's guaranteed. Scrolling. A Lamau Ambassador with the R Place 2023 cake badge. Hiker, first pack, first pick. /VIP, A Lamau Ambassador. Welcome to the club. Bro's handing out VIPs like crazy. Oh, yet you claim to hate NIMBYs in real life? Yet the VIPs are saying, oh, there's VIP inflation now. By the way, don't Google that. The more VIPs there are, the less valuable my VIP is. Okay, buddy. Curious. He's pissed, bro. He's pissed. He's going off. When was your last eye checkup? Dead ass, 15 months ago. It's usually a once every 2 years Andy sort of deal. I haven't been to see an eye doctor since the pandemic. I hear you, bro. Like, honestly, just a note, okay? Like, some of us have comfort astigmatism, and we only feel calm when we drive when the stoplights look fuzzy at night, okay? And it's very shocking to the optic nerve to see clearly without any kind of like rounded edges or blurriness or something like that. Like sometimes it's just a little overwhelming for people. So we need to normalize like having an outdated glasses prescription in order to, I don't know, just reduce stress. Is that so bad in a society where capitalism's pushing down on us all the time, is just to have like one thing that makes us a little cozy? Actual Zoomer take? No, it is. They will not divide us, okay? No, it isn't an actual Zoomer take. I made it up. That's an invention of our writer's room. It would be funny if it was, but it's not. Bait used to be believable. I love it, like once every 6 months a joke tweet goes viral that's like gentle reminder that drunk driving, sober drivers cause more crashes than drunk drivers, and 99% of drunk drivers make it home safely, and it provides a very comfy way to get home from work and deal with stress. And then people reply and they're like, am I losing my mind? I hope this is satire. Oh my God, people have gone insane these days. It's like all the people who are on day 2 of Stats 101, that tweet that was like, you don't think there's an education crisis in this country? Okay, explain how 25% of Americans are in the bottom quartile of standardized test results. And then people are like in the replies like, they literally, because the bottom 25% is the bottom quart, they literally don't understand. I'm praying this is satire. Get off your knees, brother. It's satire. You need to go to comedy school. Get out of stats class and, have some brewskis with the boys and say things that misrepresent your own position deliberately in order to elicit a reaction from your friends and family. You know what? Let's spend $3 now for $1 later. Forces one card to always be selected. Hey, buddy, my deck doesn't have any cards. So, like, I'm not too concerned about all of that. Oh, you shouldn't have. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Goodbye. Oh, don't threaten me with a good time, sir. Oh, baby. And nothing of value was lost. He's actually the devil? Are you talking about me, or are you talking about the dude with the blood dripping from his mouth? We will go endless on this one because we can. Okay, now, that's Gold Stake Checkered deck. We needed that one. You have no econ. JD Pones, how many times now is it? It's been a decade of me calling you out for unnecessary negativity. We just won on the hardest difficulty level in the game, man. What are you talking about? I want to talk about every silver cloud has a dark lining. This is the most beautiful day of the year. You're saying, oh, we could really use the rain. Make me? You're a different person. I recognize your name as well. At least JD Pones is subbed, okay? Might be a gifty. The Less Evil BP, thank you for the gifted subscription. Speaking of which, thank you. Thank you. I unsubbed when Gamba stopped. Hey, listen. And you replaced the subscriber badge with TwitchCon 2023. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Beauty and the motherfucking beast, man. So you gotta go, but it's gotta be for a good cause. And it's not gonna be Square Joker on Anti-9, I'll tell you that. Manor Lords. Already played Manor Lords in 2013. When it was called Banished in 2013. Excuse me, I'm talking here. I am looking at some unban requests. What do you think here, okay? Start with context. Account created February 25th, 2021. First comment today, exclamation point docket. Second comment 1 minute later, Balatro by Felicia. 10:43 a.m. Northernlion ban Decastle 42. Unban request. Seems fairly innocuous, doesn't it? On the other hand, yesterday they did join. Hang on. Yesterday they joined and they spammed the emote NBL Ellen, which is just Ellen DeGeneres' face. I don't know, like, that's not that long. It's for like 3 or 4 minutes straight. Pancreas doesn't make dopamine, bozo. Hey, dude, try to do something entertaining. This is the worst NL gameplay I've ever seen. February 29th, exclamation point docket, Balatro when? Wow, the irony. Damn, why is it always paint dry content? Somehow they've made Death Stranding even worse. When are you going to go on the Joe Rogan experience? Bro, you're a millionaire. Buy a controller. Do you have a passport? How many COVID shots have you had? I'm sorry, I can't. Now I can't do that one. I'm glad I went back. I mean, that was a few years ago. But you still got, there's a little animosity in there that I don't think I can do. Okay, how about this one? You had 3 more chances with hieroglyph. I can't. Played gold card, people yell. Threw another great seed like he often does. I can't. Northernlion banned Heinean. I apologize for the toxic message, which seemed funny to me for a split second before typing it and pressing enter. I'll stop being toxic and maybe even start thinking about what I'm sending. That's the kind of energy we're looking for. We're going to say unban, send unban decision on that one. Okay, this is a toasty ban from a chatter I recognize. I was acting needlessly inflammatory. It won't happen again. I don't believe you, but my hands are tied. I'm going to hit unban request on that one. NL, you're tweaking. Hikaru is playing Stumble Guys. Just so you know, Hikaru is playing Stumble Guys right now. Wow, you're so bad. Northernlion banned Stefan Curry. Why though, please, sorry? I'm just going to have to hit that one with a deny. That one's, I don't know what to do about that one, man. Oh, maybe I'll leave that in the unban request. At least it's funny. That's from a week ago. Let me see. What happened here? This is I, uppercase L, uppercase I. I'm very sorry for using the wrong text for my most recent sub message. I wanted to use a smaller ASCII art for Chib Sit and copied the wrong message from the Discord. I did not realize I had copied the wrong message until after it was posted. The chat preview box is not big enough to preview it, and I could only see the dots. I'm not trying to push the moderation team's buttons. I have been banned for posting the Ahigao ASCII art before, and I promise I will take care not to do this again. Origin, can you info request? What was the ASCII art that they posted? Because it doesn't show up in the message request. Oh, hang on, let's see. I literally gave the info in mod comments, you bozo. Okay, give me a second. Really, do I really have to type this? But because their banned message was a resub message, it's not in their logs. It was anime girl tongue ahigao face from Twitch quotes. They also have a history of posting ASCII art and have been timed out by the mods multiple times. Okay, I feel like I'm in an escape room right now. Now I'm going back into the chat logs and I'm trying to get a little bit more history on this user. Hang on. Let me do /user. And then I'm copying and pasting the name. Tier 1 subbed for 52 months. Okay, in light of the extenuating circumstances, you have been unbanned. Please do not post anime girl horny face ASCII art again in your sub message. Saved. How about this person that posted that message that was a bunch of blank space and then it like cleared the chat and then it said you are banned from chat. You are unable to participate in this channel's chat until the moderator unbans you. Sorry, it was just bait. I promise it won't happen again. Please unban me. Let me see here. Twitch Recap 2023 badge. So you're already playing from behind. But then before that, smart, steel helps, get steel, tarot cards are great, strength your kings. And they seem like a normal person within the scope of this website. I'm going to say unban, but please don't do it again. I mean, I feel like people, they're like, don't take this the wrong way, mods. I appreciate what the mods do, but sometimes in chat, people are bloodthirsty. They're like, bro, if you unban them, they'll post ASCII art again. Okay, then they post one more ASCII art and they get banned for life. Like it's a simple, like 7 keystrokes to remove them from the ecosystem. The cost of forgiveness in this world is very low. And in fact, you pay it mostly with blood from your own soul. You're more forgiving than me? What about this one? February 26, 2024. The witness is Harrison Ford. 1 minute later, this guy is dumb as shit. Northernlion banned Tenacious Explosivo. He didn't know a thing about the movie The Witness and y'all banned me? Touchy. Probably keep that one in the unban requests. Origin, remember the person you banned because they were getting into arguments about the Goofy movie in chat? What was it? I don't know. Apparently, like the Goofy movie, like when they re-released it out of the Disney Vault, there was like some censorship or something like that. And I believe they asked, like, what do you think about the censorship in the Goofy movie? And I was like, I don't care. I'm 35. Then they just went crazy about it. And here's the unban request. No, I don't like censorship and I don't like it misrepresented as Goofy movie discourse. I know I wasn't innocent in this either. I just expected people to be ... good. Being anti-censorship is just being anti-murder. That's it. Then I got bottoms are this. I think Hot Boy Toke told a joke at their expense. I can understand if you're not like in the chat ecosystem, you don't know Hot Boy Toke. He's like stirring the pot. I'm sorry, not only were they saying nothing but brainless memes just to be derisive, maybe fair, I wasn't better. Then they went on about it multiple times. It would have been better to say censorship is bad, if only for his kid. I honestly still don't even know what this means. We're talking about the Goofy movie still? I'm sorry if they're here and distilling it down to Goofy movie discourse is annoying, but I don't get it. I don't understand. We're talking about eye to eye? For the first time ever I went. How about this one? 10 messages in one stream, all caps. Want to partner with a Canadian cannabis brand for a PS5 giveaway? Hello, I was trying to get him to see my message because he has whispers turned off. And I wanted to get his contact information for some soda samples. Condemn censorship? I won't, because it's provided some of the funniest moments in cinematic history. For example, when they re-released Fight Club in China in like 2015, and they cut the ending and then put on the screen that Tyler Durden was arrested for the crimes of Project Mayhem. He served 25 years in prison and is now living a quiet life in Baltimore. With your feet on the end, your head on the ground. Try this trick and spit it. Yeah. I'm honest. Thank you, Librarian, for the funny segment and the gifted subscriptions. I do want to say I'm mostly like pretty merciful with the on-ban requests. I apologize for the terminology here, but you have to be a little bit out of your mind to A, get banned for a serious thing first, and then also stay banned after the on-ban request. There's probably some reform chatters here. Anyone get banned, then get unbanned, and then reform themselves, and they're a working member of chat? Type 1 in chat if that's you, please. Okay, mods, everybody, here's your project for this weekend. Everybody who typed 1, go through their whole chat history and see if they're really reformed. Sorry, we're just changing a bandage, if I had to guess. Your child is screaming? Chill, bro, mommy's got it. Father of mine, tell me where have you? My daddy gave me a name. Does that song have the funniest line in 90s rock history? It's got to be close. When the dude from Everclear says, it wasn't easy to be a white kid growing up in a black neighborhood. And you're like, I mean, I believe that you could be like, perhaps ostracized for that, but this is kind of a weird line. Oh, you're right. Weezer's got some too. Rivers Cuomo, track 1. Why can't I be making love come true? Track 5. You are an 18-year-old girl who lives in a small city in Japan. You heard me on the radio. That's because you're being a little bit of a freak, buddy. About 1 year ago, and you wanted to know. Just relax. When they accidentally don't cut the crusts off the sandwich. 1982, 1.6 billion views. Let's go, boys! This is Billie Jean. Herp, 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 herp. So true. Ooh. But Neo is the one. That's a pretty decent synth, man. A lot of people will say it's funny, NL. This is what you deserve. Oh, really? I deserve to have a shampoo ad in my related advertisements? That hardly seems fair to me. That seems like a little bit of a slap in the face, quite frankly. Okay, I can do this. At least don't make the same mistakes that I always make, okay? Hoenn evolved by friendship. Togepi. We learn this one. Togetic. We learn this one. Dragon final evolution. Dragonite. This is a gimme. Normal final evolution. Radicates. Final evolution evolved by friendship. Raichu. Was worth a try, okay? Dragon Hoenn Lugia. I mean Ho-Oh. Dark Dragon, Charizard Mega Y. I mean Mega X. Normal Hoenn. Who's that dude? You know the one. Maybe Stunky? It's what not Bidoof. I was thinking of the one with the flat tail. Not Pat Rat. Maybe it is Pat Rat. Bibarel. I don't even know that guy, so I don't know if maybe I was referencing him by accident. All right, well, that's Pokedoku for today. That was fun. That was fun. Hoda? Rearrange the letters to make capital cities. You think? You think it could be? I can't look at buck because all I see with buck is I'm going to keep it a $1.50 with you. And it keeps, in my head, I keep putting it in with like open, frank, plain, and direct as like a form of English that a streamer might mention. Biomes. Plain, but savanna is not spelled like that, bro. Like plain savanna, prairie, meadow, they're biomes, but isn't that I'm sussing out like the red herring? That's not how that's not how it's spelled, right? That is how it's spelled. You've saved my life. Biomes. Open, open, straight, frank, direct. Ways to communicate. I have no idea. Buck, Doge, Aura, Hoda. Oh my God. It's automotive brands missing a letter. I like it when there's one bullshit one in Connections, though. I think that's what Connections is built for. You should be able to derive 3 of them and then be pissed off at the one you get by default. That's when Connections is at its best, I think. That was a fun one. It's rage bait. What car company's Aura? It's Acura. Do they not have Acuras everywhere? Jazz concert highlight. Solo. Something a hitchhiker sticks out. Itching to get started. Eager. Big concert venue. Arena. Clutter. Dirt. Clutter. Mess. Clip it. Boys, the ads are getting too good. I'm not even messing with you. They know I want the Cuban links. They know they're teasing me with it. What is this this planet? What is this country, dude? It's so familiar. Are you Turkey? No, you're not. You're not Turkey. It's Turkey. I knew it. I knew it. You see the tweet that was like, I haven't seen the movie, but does anything in Amadeus justify it having a poster that goes this hard? I can totally understand what you're saying. And the answer is yes. Amadeus fucking slaps, dude. But you're not wrong. It's an insane poster. Now, I'm trying to draw it up. So I'm thinking, so Commando has Alyssa Milano and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can't name a single movie Alyssa Milano's been in, but she was in the Charmed TV series. Arnold Schwarzenegger, to get to Amadeus, you're looking for Tom Hulse or F. Murray Abraham or Jeffrey Jones. I actually think I have to connect via Jeffrey Jones for something like this. And I'm thinking that my play looks something like Arnold Schwarzenegger, action movies. You try to get to Alec Baldwin, or you try to get to Winona Ryder, or you try to get to Matthew Broderick. Or you could go Dan Hedaya because he's Dan fucking Hedaya, bro, because he doesn't get enough respect, is the easy one there. I have it. It's Dan Hedaya, Night at the Roxbury, Will Ferrell, Anchorman, Ben Stiller, Tower Heist, Matthew Broderick, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Jeffrey Jones. Dan Hedaya, Night at the Roxbury, Will Ferrell, Anchorman, Ben Stiller, Tower Heist, Matthew Broderick, Ferris Bueller, Jeffrey Jones, Amadeus. 51 seconds for that connection. That's pretty good. The distance, sure, not so much, but the time, pretty good. Oh, F. Murray Abraham's is he the ticket ripper in Last Action Hero? I think it's one of those things where, like, when I saw Last Action Hero, I didn't know who F. Murray Abraham was. So if I watched it again, I would be like, oh shit, that's F. Murray Abraham. But when I watched it for the first time, I was like, that's just an old guy. He's such a good actor. Best actor in Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities of Dr. Cagliari. He killed it in Moon Knight. Shut the fuck up, dude. We don't talk about Moon Knight, all right? No disrespect. I saw the whole series, and I was Marvel-pilled at the time that I watched it. How do you make something so boring when you got Ethan Hawke, F. Murray Abraham, and Oscar Isaac? And I feel like the actors kind of brought their A game, bro. It's just like the whole thing sucked ass. You were Marvel-pilled at a time? Cinema bros, we've come so far. I was Marvel-pilled before Marvel lost the sauce. Should I have been watching Tar? Probably. But instead, I was going to opening night, Doctor Strange, and I was having a good time. It's not a hipster thing. I mean, Endgame made like $22 billion at the box office or something. But then, like, once, they lost they built up the Endgame. They were like, you got to see everything before Endgame. And then Endgame's the culmination. And then, like, COVID hit, and the Disney Plus shows were varying degrees of quality, but certainly less essential than the films until the films came out. And we were like, what are they doing? Battle Chef Brigade. Metacritic score of 87. Double Fine's Inscription. Return to Monkey Island. Yes! Oh. Lucky me. How? Double Fine was top of mind for that clip that went viral on Twitter of the dude reassuring them that after the Microsoft acquisition, they'd still be able to work on their hobbies as long as their hobbies were not making video games. And then, like, everybody who works at Double Fine is like a hobbyist designer, artist, or game developer, or programmer, I should say.
I am here to tell you, and I will say, that our goal is to change as absolutely little about this studio as possible. One of the things, and then we can just open it up to questions, but I just want to address one thing because it kept coming up. I was surprised to hear how much the moonlighting topic came up. So I wanted to just address that one head on.
Even though most of our concerns, because we are a creativity first company, there's questions about ownership. A lot of people have side creative things they do. They write children's books or play in bands or something, and they want to make sure that will be able to continue under Microsoft.
Where the moonlighting only really starts to be something that we even really need to have a conversation about is if you are making something that directly competes or conflicts with what happens here. And that really is going to boil down to making a game.
It's just that the thing is, it's like corporations like Microsoft always have the advantage. Because I've seen this happen to friends of mine who have released games, and this has happened, and then the company has gone after them, and they were like, even though they had a nice little handshake agreement, they still ended up having to pay that company.
So if you really want to go run a startup, quit and go run a startup, right? And so I'm not trying to chase anybody away. That's not trying to be harsh language. But if you work on something and suddenly it starts to pick up traction and you're like, hey, this thing is going big, I think you've got a choice as a person to make. The reality is that once something is kind of in these walls, Double Fine owns it, right?
Although where that comes to conflict a little bit is where we do this Amnesia Fortnite pitch.
Yep.
And we have always, as a company, said that we don't own the ideas until we actually produce them in the Amnesia Fortnite game jam. But before people submit them, they work on them in their own time, on their own computers, and they do, at some point, tell the ideas. And a lot of them don't get selected, and we've always maintained that we don't own those.
Yeah, we're going to have to sort through that, because I don't know, someday down the road we might want to go back and say, that was a great idea, we should go make that game, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is something we have to figure out, because we're doing that process right now, and people are already pitching based on that promise that I already made.
Yeah.
That we don't own it.
That's great. No.
Because that's what we've done for years.
And I'm not out, anything that you've done like that, we'll honor that, right? But I would say that before you do the next one, we got to clean that up a little bit, because it's a messy boundary, right?
And he's like, I just want to let you know, it's all good if you want to work on something in your downtime. We're totally cool with that. And then people were like, well, what if it's a game? And they're like, well, no, I just hate to be real with you, but Microsoft would own that for sure. But it's not that big of a deal. He did say, he's like, we're not trying to push you out or anything like that. We don't want you to leave. That being said, if you got a great idea, maybe you should quit and start your own company. This is Rygar. They don't even have it. Embarrassing. Who's getting the best head? Streets of Rage 2. Final Fight 2. Oh, correct saga. Final Fight. I don't know, this kind of reeks of Final Fight 3 to me. Because I don't know anything about Final Fight, but I do know something about classic video games from the 80s. Most of them weren't putting a lady in until sequel 1 or sequel 2. No disrespect, it's not me who did. Sometimes it hurts to be right, man. Sometimes it's usually game 1, 2 dudes. Game 3, they either added a kid or a woman. It wasn't me. I'm talking about the game developers back then. Or sometimes they just added a third dude on roller skates, okay? A 2014 horror film, loved by critics, liked by audiences. Don't breathe. You ever learn how to spell? PAX is simply a profound message about what it often feels like to be a single parent, and even what it feels like to be the child of that parent. Well, I was going to play It Follows, but I had no idea, man. Oh, it's the Babadook. Is the demon real? It's crazy that 12 years or 10 years after the release of the Babadook, which I'm not knocking at all, the cultural legacy of the Babadook is that tweet. That's throwback to that time when I dressed as the Babadook for my friend's Halloween party, and it had more of a grown-ups drinking wine sort of vibe. The Librarian had it. I think Librarian is predictive text. I think I am predictable. So as soon as the Babadook showed up on the screen, Librarian already had a tab that was Babadook tweet from Halloween. That we don't need artificial intelligence. We have organic intelligence. You hear that, Sam Altman-Fried? The First Mentat. He's in jail? No, that's Sam Bankman-Fried. I'm talking about Sam Altman-Fried. Okay, we go Greenland to Canada. To the United States of whatever. We don't need to save that in one password. I'll just remember that one. Probably, I would say next, I would go Mexico. Probably follow Mexico with a little Guatemala. Probably follow Colombia with a little Panama. I'm just a different kind of beast like that. There's going to be a Costa Rica in here. There's going to be a Nicaragua in here. And there's going to be a little bit of Belize. Oh, El Salvador. Oh. Honduras. We get there. You know what? Just for that, top 94%. Oh, man. Jason Statham, genre, action. Me personally, I'm going to hit you with Crank High Voltage on that one. What a poster, man. Do you need anything else out of a movie poster? The dude has a car battery stuck to his tongue, but for some reason, our vision is blurry. It tells you everything you need to know. I did love the tweet that was like, this is the most unnecessary sex scene in movie history. And it's the one from Crank where he has to have sex with Amy Smart to keep his heart rate up so he doesn't die. And then the community note was like, actually, this is the most necessary sex scene in movie history. He had to do it or he would have died. Oh, man. He's right, though. They're right, man. 2-word title. Obviously, you got like The Beekeeper. I might hit you with a little Spy or something like that. Just mix it up a little bit. Melissa McCarthy, she was kind of goated for like 18 months. And then you can go The Beekeeper. You could probably go Transporter 2. Snatch, that's a good one. Crank. Gamer. He's been in a Death Race. Death Race, that's the pull I was looking for. Top 27% of players. I can live with that. It's crazy. Which way, Western Mail? Worst movie poster of all time or best movie poster of all time? Crank 2 Son or Death Race Daughter? Crank 2 Son. 100%.
Thailand. A geographical name meaning country. Harvest. A noun meaning the sea.
Too easy.
Fervently. An adjective meaning.
That's easy now. Okay. All right. I guess it must be Sunday morning because that was so
plot.
easy.
A noun meaning. Tuition. A noun meaning.
OTK, are you listening? A 100 streamer spelling bee done in person at like a small venue in Los Angeles would be crazy content.
Pursuit. A noun meaning the act of. Avarice. A noun meaning.
Greed.
Repository. A noun meaning a place,
bank.
room. Bureau. A noun meaning
An
writing
office.
desk. Nebulous. An adjective meaning of,
Amorphous.
relating. Hispaniola. A geographical name meaning island of the. Bier. A noun meaning a stand on which a corpse or coffin is placed. Also, a coffin together with its stand. The term bere evolved from Old English bear to Middle English. Bier. A noun meaning a stand on which a corpse or coffin is placed. Also, a coffin together with its stand.
I don't know, man. I have no idea.
Pamphlet.
Yay!
A noun meaning an unbound print. Siri. A noun meaning tendril. The word originates from New Latin and is derived from the Latin word for curl. Siri. A noun meaning tendril.
Ooh, that's a rare situation where the language saved my life.
Almoner. A noun meaning one who distributes alms.
14 out of 15? We live with those, man. Beer. What do you mean from the Old English, biere? This is from the French, beer, meaning a delicious beverage that gets you drunk. That's insanity. How could they do this to me? What do you mean French? It's German? The Amerikaners, when they want das iced beverage. I'll take a beer, please. Ja! Meine Nacktfotos im Profil. Do they do the rolling of the letters in Germany? Sure. No. In South Germany. It's crazy how every country has like one region where they talk a little different there. Not my ass telling Kate that I lived in Daegu, and she's like, people talk weird there. And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't speak Korean. I have no idea. Apparently, like, she was like, your Korean has like an accent. And I'm like, I'm sure it has 2 accents. Regionally, I learned Korean in Daegu, South Korea, but then also I only know English. Yeah, Satori. which probably I'm saying accented to begin with. It's kind of like a yokel sort of tone to it, apparently. This is beef rendang from the nation of Indonesia. Well, okay, a broken watch is right twice a day. That's smur, a traditional Indonesian stew characterized by its rich, sweet, and savory flavor. The dish is made by simmering meat. Hang on, write this down. Write this down, everybody. This dish is made by simmering meat. Holy cow. Is this what a stew is? I've been wondering. Ew. This is like from the police files or something. Beef tongue, veal, chicken, pork, cotechino sausage, beef briskets, carrots, celery, onion, parsley, peppercorns, bay leaves. I mean, everything in it sounds good. Why does it look so bad? And what is this? Hello. How are you, honey?
I want something hot but yummy.
You want something hot and yummy, like pasta?
I don't want it.
You don't want pasta, though. I know, because you want to tell mommy what you want for lunch, but you're a little shy. You want her to guess it?
I want something sweet.
Something sweet? Sweet, hot, and yummy? I can't even think of what that would be. What, like a freshly baked cookie or something?
I already has chocolate and a sumikogarashi cookie.
You already had chocolate and a Sumiko Garashi cookie? Well, what do you want for lunch then?
I was hungry, but I don't know.
You don't know? You're hungry, but you don't know what you want? Do you want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Mommy, Daddy baked it was too cold.
It was too cold?
When I put my finger on it, it was too cold.
Well, isn't it just going to take like 10 minutes and then it will be warm?
No, we waited, but every time it would be so cold.
It's always so cold. Okay. What about the rice that you didn't eat at the restaurant yesterday because you were sleeping?
No,
It's good though. You could put furikake on it.
no.
Well, it's a tough one. I don't know what you want then. Do you want what I'm looking at on my screen right now?
No,
It looks kind of silly, right?
no. Silly poo-poo that.
What country do you think this is from?
Dada poo-poo country.
Dada Pupu country? So you think it's from Canada?
I think it's from Dada poo-poo country.
Let me think here. You know what? We do have chicken nuggets. They're warm and tasty, and you can dip them in something sweet like barbecue sauce.
I don't want barbecue sauce.
Or you could dip them in ketchup if you want. That's pretty tasty.
I want one that has salt.
You want to put salt on it? Mommy would let you put a little salt on it if you asked nicely.
Or I'm gonna knock over your
Why'd you knock over my shoe?
food.
You're trolling. Bro, you're trolling. Okay, I don't know where this is from, to be honest. I'm just going to guess Portugal because there's a kind of sausage in it I've never heard of. That's warm. Do you know a country near Portugal?
No. Poo-poo Dada country.
It could be the United Kingdom. It's fairly okay. No, it's southeast of that. It's Italian. I don't know about bolito misto. Boiled meats and vegetables, popular amongst the working class. Still enjoyed these days. Okay, let's see if you know this food. What is this? It looks like it's from South America. Why does it look like an AI-generated litter of puppies? That's like a taco, right?
That's not fold up.
That's not what?
That's not fold up.
Oh, they haven't folded it yet. Yeah. I see like a dog's face in the corn. Do you see it? No? Okay. I need to see a doctor after this then. I'm going to say that this is from Mexico.
I don't need a doctor. It's It's just that it's too deep.
Corn smut? I've never heard of this before in my life. It's not well known or widely consumed in other parts of the world. Well, I mean, I'd give it a try. Mexico's earned it at this point. All right, honey, you should go see mommy and tell her what you want for lunch. You could tell her to make you chicken nuggets and let you put a little salt on it.
I want something that's sweeter than a sauce.
Sweet, like sugar? I'm not going to let you put sugar on your chicken nuggets, but you could dip your chicken nuggets into like honey, maybe.
I love
Okay, tell mommy. And well, ask mommy, because maybe she has a reason why not. But Connecticut's nickname comes from folks buying fake versions of whatever green fruit. The apple state. Because huge dose... Oh, it's nutmeg! This is crazy, man. Nutmeg? Are you being serious? Yes, it is. New Hampshire. Doge with muscles. Live free or die. Connecticut. Pussy dog. The nutmeg state. What are you doing up there in the Northeast? Don't even get me started on Maine, bro. Or New Hampshire. I guess I was talking about New Hampshire just a second ago. Whatever, Vancouver's the heroin city. Bro, it's 2024, okay? Get with the times. It's the fentanyl city now. The world has turned and left you here. Things have changed, Grandpa. It's not 2006 anymore, okay?
chicken nuggets with honey.
Well, what's mommy making you for lunch then?
She's making Mexican nuggets with sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour sauce is like partly honey.
Yuck!
No way.
I don't want it. I don't want sour stuff.
It's not sour. It's mostly sweet.
No. And why is it not sweet and sour?
Well, you know another thing that's sour?
What?
Lemonade. What do you think about lemonade?
Not.
It's sour. It's made with lemons.
It's not.
It's sour.
No.
So I'm just telling you that you like sour things. Maybe not things that are like so sour. Like you don't want to eat a lemon by itself. You'd be like, ew, this is too sour.
And wine.
But if something's like a little sour, it's delicious. And so if you don't eat the sweet and sour sauce, when I'm done my work, I'm gonna come up and eat it.
No. I want something better.
You want white sugar, brown sugar, or salt? I'm sure
Three of them I like with brown.
if you ask mommy nicely, I bet she'll let you put a little bit of salt on your chicken nuggets.
I think that's a little bit spicy.
Salt's not spicy. Even if it was spicy, you know what else is spicy?
What?
Spicy doo-boo, and you like spicy doo-boo. Salt is yummy. Salt just makes food taste good.
I also like brown sugar and white sugar. Also very good.
Brown sugar and white sugar are also good. That's true, but I have to tell you, mommy's not going to let you put sugar on your chicken nuggets.
But I like those. I always taste them.
She's not going to let you put sugar on your chicken nuggets because you already had a Sumiko Garashi cookie, which has a lot of sugar in it. But can I tell you something? Sweet and sour sauce has sugar in the sauce. It does. That's where the sweet comes from.
No.
Yeah. So you're basically dipping your chicken nugget in sugar. But don't tell Mom. If you tell Mommy, she might take it away. So don't tell her, okay?
I don't want sweet and sour. So
But it's so tasty.
I want a different sauce.
What sauce do you want? Mustard?
No, I want that sauce.
Well, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
I'm gonna back you up.
What about barbecue sauce?
No way. No, I want that sauce.
Well, I thought Daddy was poo-poo. Here, honey, I'm going to be done my work super soon, and I'll come up and eat with you. I might even make some chicken nuggets and eat them, too. Or are you going to eat them all?
I'm gonna.
You're going to eat them all?
No,
Could you save me one, please?
no, I'm gonna eat the whole thing up.
You're going to eat the whole thing up? You're not going to leave me one?
No, I'm gonna eat the whole.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good too. Are you going to save me one?
No.
No! Save me some sweet and sour sauce too, please.
No.
No! And that's how it's done, people.
None for that.
None for data. Oh no, none for data. She got me. She got me good. She got me pretty good. I'm an adult. I can make my own if I want. They do smell pretty tasty, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Borders 5+ countries. Name is 8 letters long. India. That's not 8 letters. What's wrong with you? Well, I think that in my head, I was like, I switched 8 letters long in 5+ countries for 5 letters long in 8+ countries. Here, honey, let me see. Anybody know how to hard reset an iPad when it's not responding? Don't worry, honey. I'm working. I'm working at it.
So, one.
I know it takes a while, right? Well, blame Apple for like not putting the power button on it. Volume up, then volume down, then hold home button. What the heck?
What's in this?
Tap volume up, tap volume down, and then hold the home button until the Apple logo comes up. Don't open it. It's dirty seashells. You brought me seashells in my glasses case. Don't spill them.
No.
Okay, it worked. Up, down, hold button worked.
That I smell it.
Okay, I'm gonna smell these shells. Ew.
And then smell your hands and carry that shell and smell it.
Okay, look. Daddy fixed the iPad with no help from anybody.
What? Yes!
He did it.
Yes!
Yippee!
Poo-poo, Daddy.
Don't call me purr daddy. Flag with a star, bottom 20 in population density. Kazakhstan. Hey, honey, any chance I could get you to turn the volume down on that a little bit? Can you guys hear do 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 do? In Asia, bottom 20 in population density, Russia. Does the I got this right. Where's the star on the? Oh, the sun is a star, bro. The sun is a star. Japan. Oh. Well. I learned 2 things. The sun is a star and India is 8 letters long.
That's silly. You're gonna turn off your fan.
You're going to turn off my fan? You're kind of messing with my workday, to be honest with you. Of course you don't care.
I'm gonna let you stop walking.
You're going to make me stop working? Well, I think you've probably succeeded, honestly. 8 letters long and borders 5+ countries. Pakistan. Oh, that's an X. They brought up the X immediately. Okay, I should slash marker this.
Yes, Daddy is the winner.
Daddy's the winner.
You got too many check marks and they got too much.
I did. I got 7 check marks and 2 X's. That's pretty good. That's not bad.
Yeah, Daddy is the winner.
Daddy's the winner.
I think that tic-tac-toe.
If it was tic-tac-toe, I'm winning like crazy. Yahoo! All right, let me see if my wife is going to stream. Hello. Are you going to stream? Smiley face. Smiling through it all. Can't believe this is my life. You're in trouble, honey. I'm going to eat your chicken nuggets. I'm going to eat them with some sweet and sour sauce and a fine sparkling water. No Coke Zero? No, I saved those for the workday. 9 a.m. Coke Zero goes crazy if you're a biohacker like me. Getting dono walled. What are you getting dono walled for? Or are you talking about me getting dono walled? She says she's going to stream. She's live. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Is that Mickey Mouse? You're going to get me killed. They're going to put a drone strike on our house. Disney, be cool, be cool. Ah! A note becomes a chord, becomes a phrase, becomes a melody, and a note becomes a monster. Everything here is alive. Everything here is alive. You plant the seed, you find. Then it splits and makes a twin. She had a name, she had a spirit.